You found Twitch, the pulse of the video game revolution. On this Twitch, we'll take a tip-filled look at Street Fighter Alpha. Plus, I'll tell you how to get 99 lives in X-Men 2 for Super Nintendo.
We'll be exposing some hints to help you get the most out of Virtua Cop.
We'll be playtesting the Aura Interactor Cushion in Brave New World.
And then two of us are going to check out NBA Live 96.
And we're sporting some good wood with Home Run King Hank Aaron. Got some guys playing with some dolls, and Earthworm Jim creator David Perry stops by.
Our featured game is EA's NBA Live 96. First up, shooting game. Let's Twitch!
Twitch! Twitch!
If you've been to an arcade lately and you noticed a large crowd surrounding a game, chances are it's either the latest fighting game or they're checking out Virtua Cop. Why not avoid the crowds and play it at home? Virtua Cop is a direct port of the arcade game, and it's made exclusively for the Sega Saturn. Using the same polygon engine used in the Virtua Fighter series, Virtua Cop delivers great graphics and seemingly lifelike animated human characters. The plot is simple. You're a cop, you've got a gun, and bad guys are shooting at you, so you have to shoot them first. Think you can handle that? One thing you can't do is mow down the innocent civilians. Every time you do, you lose a hit point, and you only have 5 hit points per life. Why not pick up a second gun and try the 2-player simultaneous mode, or better yet, go two-fisted and solo. There are 3 main stages broken up nicely into beginner, medium, and expert. And there are weapon upgrades in the game, such as machine guns, shotguns, and automatic weapons. Use them while you've got them, because as soon as you take your next hit, it's back to your standard revolver. Most everyone who has played the old gun shooting games knows of the wait in between a shot fired and the game's reaction speed while it looks for the appropriate game footage. Aside from the quick animation advantage of Virtua Cop, the best feature is being able to hit a villain with multiple shots and the villain reacting to each hit. Ooh, that guy didn't stand a chance. And in case your skills are slipping, you can work on your aim at the practice range. Virtua Cop demands quick hand-eye coordination and an itchy trigger finger. With any luck, you'll rid the city of the evil Polygon people and restore peace to Virtua City.
Here's how to get to the Options Plus screen in Virtua Cop without first having to beat the game.
During the opening demo, wait for the white screen to appear with the Sega logo on it.
On controller 1, hold down the C button and press up, down, left, right, down, up, right, left, right, and up.
Enter before the AM2 logo disappears from the screen, and you should hear 3 gunshots. This will mean you have entered the code correctly.
Now you have access to the ranking mode. Other options include 6 additional difficulty settings, free play option for unlimited continues, and access to all the weapons in the game.
Hey, I'm rapping with Jeremy Airy, producer extraordinaire of the award-winning Clay Fighter series, and today we're talking about Clay Fighter 2, and this is one of the few video games that uses stop-motion photography to bring these guys to life, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The Clay Fighters were brought to life using a process called stop-motion animation, and that's basically a process where you put the characters in front of a camera, you move the character a little bit, take a picture, move it a little bit more, and take another picture. And we do this, and we build a sequence of animations, which we have storyboarded beforehand. There's Bonker getting squished.
So basically, it's guys playing with dolls, right?
Oh, you bet.
Let's do it.
Give me some change.
Don't pee on
take
me, man. Game over, man. My first question, do I call you Mr. Aaron, Henry, Hank, Hammer, or Guy?
Just call me Henry.
You hit 755 home runs in your career. Unbelievable. What's it like hitting a home run on the video game?
Well, I haven't hit one yet. I'm here. It's a lot of other people have hit the home run. I'm just here to endorse the product because it is something I wish that had been around when I was playing baseball, and I think I could have hit 55 more home runs or 700 more home runs.
Boys and girls, a special announcement from the all-time greatest home runner hitter in the game, Hank Aaron.
Boys, let's twitch.
Fighting! Fighting! Fighting!
Sometimes a game comes along that creates such an impact that it's copied and cloned over and over by other companies. The best example of that was Street Fighter 2. And now, Capcom has refined its own creation and given us Street Fighter Alpha for the Sony PlayStation.
Round one.
Street Fighter Alpha has been popular on the PlayStation and in the arcades for quite a while, so we thought we'd let you in on a few secrets you might not know. For instance, did you know that if you beat the game using only one character on difficulty level 6 or higher, a special team mode option will appear in the main menu? To play as the mysterious warrior Akuma, move the cursor to the question mark on the character select screen. Hold button L2 and press the following buttons in this order: left, 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 down, 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 square, plus triangle, or circle, plus X. If you are playing using controller 2, use right instead of left. To play as secret character Dan, hold button L2 and move to the question mark on the character select screen. Then press the following buttons in this order: triangle, square, X, circle, triangle. Try changing the order of the square and the circle buttons as well. At the character select screen, move the cursor to the question mark. Hold button L2 and press the following buttons in this order: left, left, down, down, left, down, down, square, plus triangle, or circle, plus X. Now you can play as Bison. Just like when getting Akuma, if you're player 2, substitute right for left. These tips should help you get more out of one of the best fighting titles around.
Here's how we rated Street Fighter Alpha for the Sony PlayStation.
This really might be the best Street Fighter yet. The graphics and sound are exact to the arcade, and fans of a good brawl can't miss with this one for the Sony PlayStation.
I like the addition of new characters, different backgrounds, and the combo system, but it's still just another Street Fighter game. However, if you like fighting games, this is an excellent game to pick up for your Sony PlayStation.
Still to come on Twitch, Earthworm Jim joins the next generation, and his creator gives the lowdown on his slimy career.
Twitching! That's Twitch.
One of the funniest characters to hit the Genesis has wiggled his way onto the Saturn. Earthworm Jim yet again has to rescue Princess What's-Her-Name from the clutches of the evil Psycho. The game has not changed a whole lot from its 16-bit roots, but why fix it if it ain't broke? They've thrown a few new tricks into Jim's backpack, and he's sure to need them all in this hilarious action platform game. He'll get help from his sidekick, Peter Puppy, and the pet snot that lives in his backpack.
Wow! 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 Way cool!
Just like the original, the best part about Earthworm Jim 2 is the wackiness.
Wow!
Throughout every level, there are strange puzzles for EJ to figure out. Pick up a pig, put him in the pig chute, flip the switch, and Jim gets by this nasty pond monster.
Way cool!
Pick up a weight and toss it on the other end of this plank to launch Jim into the next level. Jim will even have to inflate his own head with helium to float to the upper levels of this stage. Psycho never lets up. He'll even take to tossing puppies out a window at you. And it's up to you and your giant marshmallow to bounce them across the street to Peter Puppy, or they'll hit the ground hard. Let that happen too often, and Jim will get mangled by an unhappy parent.
Son of a... Wow! Wow!
The funniest part about Earthworm Jim 2 was the animation. The way Jim interacts with the levels will often make you laugh out loud.
Well done.
With the evolution of 32-bit games, good old side-scrollers have sort of become historic. So if you love side-scrolling action games and there just haven't been enough for you lately, Earthworm Jim 2 will provide lots of action and plenty of laughs.
Here's what we thought of Earthworm Jim 2 for the Sega Saturn.
Earthworm Jim 2 has good graphics, nice sound, and great controls. But on the average, it's still just another decent side-scrolling action platform game.
Yeah, this is really the same kind of thing that we saw in the Genesis, and it's a sequel to a Genesis game. It doesn't take advantage of any of the Saturn capabilities, but if you want a solid action game, this is it.
Okay, all you super cheats, dig the wax out of your ears and listen up. Here's how to get the super cheat screen for Earthworm Jim 2 on your Super NES. During the game, press the start button to pause, then enter the following code. Press select, left, right, A, X, X, left, right. If you've done the code correctly, the super cheat screen will appear and you can start selecting the options using the A and B buttons. You can now jump to any stage, becoming invincible, turn the cheat code on, or access a sound test. You'll also get the use of the map view mode. When Jim disappears, use the D-pad to scroll through the level to where you want to start.
Way cool.
Press the A button and Jim will appear. Earthworm Jim Part 2 might be a little easier than Part 1, but you know, it's nice to have a good cheat once in a while, don't you think?
This interesting product that Kevin's holding is the Interactor Cushion by Aura.
Several racing games in the arcade in the past have incorporated a feature into the seat so that when you took an impact in the race, you actually felt a thump in your seat. That's what this machine tries to replicate in your home.
Yeah, you can hook it up to your personal PC, audio system, regular TV, or your video game system. But there's a lot of wires, sometimes it gets confusing in hooking it up.
Really, this isn't the kind of machine that will help you increase your gameplay. I think the effect of having your seat thump during a game just doesn't add anything to what you could possibly do in an arcade. And really, the games that used it in the arcade were few and far between.
Yeah, I think this thing's just a big waste of money. Basically, it's just something that Aura tried to throw out there to see if they could sell, but I don't think it's going to work.
Sims.
If you had a video game called Theme Park, what do you think it'd be like? Smashing your friends in bumper cars, being tossed around on various rides, finding your way through the funhouse? Well, not exactly. In this new simulation game for the PlayStation, you get the chance to be in charge of an amusement park. You win the game by creating the biggest, most exciting, money-making park in the world. You are in charge of everything in the park, from the parking lot to the main entrance to the food stands, and especially the rides. That's the best part, designing the rides, jumping in them, and taking them for a spin. Most people would find theme parks similar to, say, SimCity, because you have so much managing to do. That's what this game is all about, making all the decisions you need to make to run a successful theme park. It's a different kind of game. It's relaxed, it requires lots of thought, and it takes lots of time to figure things out. Kind of like homework. Ooh.
Hey, what's up? Steve Saunders here at the Laguna Design Center to talk with Earthworm Jim creator David Perry. Let's see if he's in.
He's getting his feet done across the street.
So that's what the guys who are in the big bucks do with their money. Pedicures. Okay. So if you want to follow in his footsteps, listen up.
I grew up in Northern Ireland. Now, it's a very long way away from America. It's very, very quiet. There's no one living near us. And I was so bored, and so one day my mother decided to buy me a little tiny computer. It was very weak, but it was a lot of fun when you're in the middle of nowhere by yourself. And so I would be sitting there programming night and day. I'd wake up at night and I would think of an idea and I just had to work on it right there and then. Nowadays, it's a lot easier. There's a lot of video game magazines that are talking about the subject. There's television shows, they talk about the subject. So be real nice to the computer studies teachers and get in there and use their equipment.
Don't go away. Twitch has more from David Perry, and we'll take a hard look at the hardcore in EA's...
That's Twitch. Hey, what's up? Steve Saunders here. Still in the salon. Apparently David Perry's toenails aren't shiny enough yet. Let's see what's next from David.
As you know, we've just done Earthworm Jim to death, and so that's what we've decided to do, is basically to move on, do some new games, create new characters. This is a new game. It's called MDK, Murder, Death, Kill, which is a bit bit nasty, so MDK is what we're going to call it. MDK is an action game, and the reason it is the thing nowadays is there's lots of companies that are making like movies. They hire actors, and the actors, they're usually really rubbish actors, and they try and create this little movie that you just sit and watch, which isn't a game. The whole idea of a game is that you play the game. With MDK, you're playing all the time. You're in complete control. If you die, it's your fault. It's not because you got bored and you didn't listen to the last sentence correctly. What would I be doing if I wasn't making video games? I was training to be a dentist, and so thank goodness for video games. That's all I can say.
Force!
I guess we just can't get enough good basketball video games, because game makers keep coming out with more and more of them all the time. The latest hardwood hoop simulation is called NBA Live 96. Choose to play an exhibition game, a whole season, or just the playoffs. Arcade mode will make the refs swallow their whistles, while simulation is just that. All the rules, all the whistles. All the NBA teams are here, and for the general managers out there, you can trade players and sign free agents. And here's a bonus. Unlike some other basketball games, this one has Shaquille O'Neal, but other high-profile players are missing because of license agreements. But what you really care about in a game like this is the action, the dunks, the no-looks, the threes. You'll get all the moves of a pro game. Do no-look passes in the lane, as Akeem demonstrated by hitting Chucky Brown for the quick hook shot. Launch three-pointers from way downtown, just like Antonio McDyess. Isn't that a little out of your range, Antonio? You'll also be able to get these wide-open, nasty slams like Shaq. One of my favorite features is the slow-motion replay, which lets you view the replay from all kinds of angles. The action is quick, the controls are pretty standard, and the graphics are right up there with other state-of-the-art b-ball video games. It's enough to make me want to go out and declare my eligibility.
You know, NBA Live 96 is just another in a long line of hits for Electronic Arts.
Well, I usually can't stand basketball games. I think they're totally overrated, but this one was a lot of fun.
And me, as a basketball purist, I mean, it's got everything that I like in the game. Full range of statistics, almost all the players except for the ones that have individual licenses of their own.
Well, I could care less about stats, you know, and if the real players are in it, you know, big deal, whoop-de-doo. You know, the game's just a lot of fun to play.
It is a lot of fun to play.
You know, the offense and the defense is really well balanced out, which I liked a lot.
You want to have the most realism that you can get. And I thought even though the graphics were fine for the PlayStation, they could have been a lot better. If you're a basketball fan like I am, you're going to want a compelling simulation, and that's exactly what this is. It's got an arcade mode, so you won't be left behind if you're just an arcade gamer like George.
Well, out of all the basketball games, this is definitely at the top of the list. The graphics are really nice, the sound is good, and the control is excellent. This is the basketball game I would pick up.
Here's how to get 99 lives for X-Men 2 The Clone Wars on your Sega Genesis. During the game, press start to pause, then press down, plus C, up, left, up, right, right, C. When you reach the Cerebro screen at the end of the stage, you'll see that you have 99 lives. This should give you enough time to battle your way to victory. It's not over yet. If you missed any Twitch tips, the tip recap is next. Start your VCR now. Here's the Twitch tip recap. To get to the Options Plus screen for Virtual Cop, wait for the Sega logo to appear on a white background during the opening demo. On controller 1, hold the C button and press up, down, left, right, down, up, right, left, up, left, right, up. Do this before the AM2 logo fades away. To get to the Super Cheat screen on Earthworm Jim 2 for the Super NES, press the start button to pause the game. Then enter select, left, right, A, X, X, left, right. When the Super Cheat screen appears, you can start selecting options using the A and B buttons. To get 99 lives for X-Men 2 The Clone Wars, press start to pause the game. Then press down, plus C, up, left, up, right, right, C. When you reach the Cerebro screen at the end of the stage, you'll see that you have 99 lives. Have any secret tips or codes you want to share on Twitch? Email them to us along with your comments at intro@tcinc.com or send us a letter at Intro Television, 4100 East Dry Creek Road, Littleton, Colorado, 80122. On the next Twitch, Mutant Madness with X-Men Children of the Atom, a Twitch tip to play as the mutant warrior Akuma, and Mario Goes RPG on the Super NES.